Hello everybody and welcome back to Brotato, the horde survival action roguelike itself, but modded though, because we're going to be checking out the Some Serious Work mod here once again. Adds a bunch of characters to the game, some brand new items and weapons as well. There are a ton of these kind of like plus characters that this mod added. I went through them. The only one that really seems like it's going to actually change that much or spice anything up besides just making the character stronger is going to be this Ranger Plus, which I'm curious about for this reason right here. So we start with a pistol. Range damage modifications are up by 50%. You can't equip melee weapons. That's all the same. Max HP modifications are reduced by 33% instead of 25%. So, you know, a change, but not that big of a change. But we also gain a bounce for every 15 range damage we have, which is really, really fun. So let's go on in with the revolver here. We'll eventually swap out of the pistol, of course, to make that happen, Cap'n. But I feel like it's just going to be a nice, clean, strong run. Like, the thought of having a character who just gains bounces based off of a stat so that you can kind of, like, manage it and more reliably find bounces just sounds really, really fun to me. So the thing is, I do believe... there's no harvesting penalties right there. No, there's not. I do believe... So we'll ditch the pistol, not because it's not good, but because I do want to find... more revolvers. We have the range damage to the lens there. Laser gun. One more roll because the revolver we can buy it. Okay, good. So we do only have 7 health. Like, I mean, cards on the table. We're going to be frail. We're going to be frail and we'll be frail for a while. Maybe forever. But I think that is A-okay. Obviously, we're going to be getting, theoretically on paper, enough strength for it to not be a problem. Like, that's kind of... The Ranger is... I would consider to be one of the, you know, pretty darn strong characters of the game, even with the fact that they have that built-in kind of penalty to them. Let's find another revolver in the shop. Okay. The built-in penalty of the HP, like, I feel like it's quite generous, if you ask me, the amount of penalty they get for how much benefit they get normally. And this will just be a stronger version, so... And I'll just say, you know, yeah, the other plus characters, they've got like a similar thing going on, except they're also not, I don't know, they're just stronger. It's a kind of thing that I want to play around with, the thought of an extra character of that kind. I think I mentioned it a long time ago, what I would have like, you know, what I would like to do back when I was making characters, that it could be really fun to make a tainted character for every character, you know? Because, you know, tainted being, for the unfamiliar, like Binding of Isaac has an alternate form of every character that it's not just like a little bit of a different character. It like kind of turns them on their head, and they are a different character that's attacking some of the same themes is usually the thing. Where this is really just like, what if this character was stronger? With an extra line of dialogue, or like extra line of dialogue, extra line of benefits there. I'll grab that, sure. A little bit of range up, sure. A blue revolver, don't mind if I do. We will get the hedgehog, because the sooner we can get to 15 range up, the better. Or range damage up, that is. This is like quite a setup here. This is a crossbow pivot package. But I don't think so. I don't think we're going for that. But yeah, as far as like if that's the thing that we can do or not, I don't know. I don't know if I have time for something like that, but it is a very fun idea. I think like I said, I think I talked about it maybe a year ago, so we'll see if that's something I'll ever get around to. But level 6, we're doing nice and clean. Wave 5, level 6. But yeah, no signs of really issues yet, which makes sense. It is a Ranger run so far. And boy, is it ever. I actually almost got a hit there, but we could take 2. Beautiful. Small magazine. Love to see it. I don't know that we bother with HP regen because we're probably going to be going for the lifesteal route, but I'll grab it just because it's epic, right? Ooh. Revolver. I'll grab Whiskers, 4% damage, minus enemy speed. I will grab Hedgehog, because again, I'm just trying to get those bounces tunnel visioned Early piggy bank could be something. We'll take the butterfly, though, for sure. Broken mouth. We got a 33% reduction. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I should have taken that HP regen level up. It's hard to see, you know, it's hard to see an epic in the level up options and be like, yeah, I'll take the common. It's hard to do it. If it's a stat that has some relevance, obviously if it was like elemental damage or melee damage or engineering, I couldn't care less, obviously. But if it's something that is technically usable for sure, like I could do an HP regen angle on this run. I just think that with all the bounces, lifesteal is going to be so much better. I also think that we should just go for like armor and dodge and stuff like that anywho, because we're not going to have that much HP. That going like a tentacle route would be the dream. Range damage first. I mean, there's the HP. I mean, it really does want me to go for the HP regen angle, but I'll save my money. I'll save my money. So at 15, we should have a bounce now. We have an extra bounce. I imagine, yeah, it has a 50% damage drop-off. Like, that's the little bit of, secret, yeah, that, you know, is not necessarily focused upon with it. The good thing is, with bounce versus pierce, you may look at it and think it's, like, similar. Bounce homes in on a target. It will hit somebody else. That's the difference. Pierce, you gotta have enough range, you gotta line things up correctly. Bounce is much better than Pierce. However, there is no pumpkin for bouncing drop-off. I do kind of wish that it was on pumpkin as well. Like, you know, it's such a niche item, you might as well make it niche for 2 builds, right? A little bit of armor, I suppose. Oh, this is such a good spot to get a huge range damage up, please. Fine. HP regen minus luck. I'll definitely take some more trees. We could get the Gummy Berserker. I don't feel like it. Small magazine is a must. We're obviously tagged for range damage as this character. Skills on range. My character looking kind of wild. But yeah, Revolver is super, super good at the single target. So we have the baked-in kind of like free bouncing that we don't even have to, you know, pay money for. It's just, this gonna be good. I feel like I would have needed to combine this with, you know, some other wild character. Like, I don't know. Like, there's no strict challenge characters. Could have combined it with, like, Loud or something like that. Either or. Whoop. I think that we're going to have a nice, clean, easy day, which honestly, after a lot of the characters in this mod, I think, and that's actually kind of another interesting point. A lot of the characters in the mod are like, they were hard characters. They were challenging characters for one reason or another. And then all these bonus characters, I will tell you that Slingshot is probably like actually the way to go because it has no bounce drop off. Like, that -0, that does make it just better. But I'm also not gonna, because I don't think I'm worried about the drop-off damage. We're gonna have plenty of AoE as is. I don't want to sacrifice my single target for it, because we are gonna have the AoE down pat, like, for free. This is already a revolver with a completely free ricochet with no 35% or whatever it is now after the buff percentage downgrade, right? That's what's going on. We got a free ricochet without the penalty, and it's a legendary item that comes with a massive penalty. So, like, that's where we're talking about right now. And we're going to be getting a third one, or a second bounce when we hit to 30. So we are just looking pretty. But, you know, rest assured, when I say that, like, the other characters were just strong versions of the, you know, the other characters, when you're looking at this one's like, this was the most interesting of them to me. So that's why we're going to be skipping that section for now. But I think, you know, If it was instead of playing a regular character again, yeah, why not? I don't want range damage down. Take the 12 harvest thing. I'll definitely take 12% HP, or range damage. 12%. Get a revolver. Spy out the shop. You can definitely take bait. Definitely take lure. Mostly for the crates. Coffee good. Cake. 5% lifesteal plus 10% enemies is actually really good. We're going to be able to handle it. Okay. Love it. But yeah, I don't know. One day of like a nice, clean, probably free win after all of those other characters in the mod. It's a nice victory lap day. But I don't really want to take a victory lap that takes a whole week. You know what I'm saying? But I do... This is... I'm vibing. I'm true vibing. This is like a blow-off Steam thing. You download this mod, you play this character to just cool off a bit. Our single target damage is still like, you know, it's exactly as good as normal revolvers would be because bounces cannot hit the same target. But, okay, I shouldn't say exactly because you can, if you have a shot that is going to hit a different target, it might not count as a miss, which is like a type of, sure, type of upgrade. Range damage. Focus all in on that. We could get some crit, or I could get lucky. There we go. Crown. Crown! We'll take a crown when we have 48. How often does that ever show up when we're actually going for some harvesting? That's crazy. On top of the fact that we're on wave 10 and we found all of these revolvers, this is... Man. They're like, hey, you know that that run that's already going to be easy? We'll give you all the luck on this run. Like, you can have extreme luck. You're gonna get crown when you need it for the harvest thing. You're gonna get a whole bunch of range damage, like the actually good range damage items. We're not gonna give you the crap one where it's like 3% speed down for one range damage. We're not gonna give you that garbage. We'll give you all the revolvers. It's just beautiful. But it's also kind of annoying, because it's like, couldn't I have gotten this much luck on the run, any of the runs where I like die in one hit? You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess I'm not far off of the die in one hit angle, which, for what it's worth, with everything this plus character's been given, I think them dying in one hit is the only way to balance it. Like, that being said, I don't want that because we already did that, but I think that's probably the only way for it to actually be balanced. There it is. And on top of that, we get Recycling Machine exactly the moment before we get the Elite. If there was a time where we die, it would obviously be on an Elite. Like, we're going to have to try. It's not going to be hard, I don't think, but we have to try. There we go. Yeah, I don't think more enemies will particularly be that much of a problem. So, gentle aliens galore, please. I'll take more mice. It's not unique, is it? Limited 5, that's right. I knew it had a limit, but I've never in the history of Brotato, we're close to an entire year starting from early access worth of videos. We have like almost, I think we're getting towards like almost 400 total Brotato videos. But in that span, I have never hit the cap for mouse. Never, 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 never. I don't know if I've ever hit the cap for rip and tear. And I've tried. Ooh. I'm going to say no. That's how you know I'm committed. We got that extra bounce. I didn't even notice. Insurance. I haven't been taking hits, so I actually think it's maybe a waste. It's pretty fun that might be a waste. Banner is good. I just want the lifesteal, but why? Why do I want the lifesteal? Give me the range and attack speed, sure. Yeah, because my range is not great. That's what that test was right there. That's why I was just standing still. I was trying to gauge what we were looking at for range. I think we do what I said and not care about our lifesteal anymore, and we just go for crit and tentacle angle, because that's a good way to like increase our damage even more. Helps our bounce damage fall off not be so bad. Because each shot, every time it bounces, it gets 50% less. That's on every bounce. It's not just it bounces once and then every shot does the same. No, you can see it there. It's going down to 85. There's 64. Based off of the legendary or the epic, I'm assuming. I would like some speed up, though, as far as survivability goes. Call an airstrike at a random position every 5.5 seconds. Sure. Lure. All right. Was this a... I think this was a horde wave. Host babies. Don't love it. But yeah, glass cannon runs are the runs that love range the most. Like where you're just going all in on damage because you need to make sure your guns are just always firing. And to do that, you just need to make sure you have enough range. Because otherwise you got to run to a section, run to another section, run to another section. If you have enough range, you can kind of just vibe. Move towards all the money. And you'll just be fine. That was actually a close one. I would not have died, question mark? I don't think I would have died. I would not have liked it. My survivability should honestly just be tardigrade, if I can help it. Tardigrade would obviously just be the best angle. But yeah, this is kind of like the... You thought this character was a glass cannon god before. Just you wait. I do want Cyclops Worm. It is worth it. I will take a beam teacher. Insanity is good. Get a free roll of the revolver. Get back. Dangerous Bunny is... It's so good for so long. It seems like an item that would only be cost-effective early, but that's just not true. It's just shocking how... you could probably grab it on wave 17, and it's still worth taking. A lot of the time, it's basically like, you just figure out, well, how much does a reroll cost right now? And then say, okay, well, I get one more free reroll right now, so that already is a, you know, that's a price I can shave off of the total price of Dangerous Bunny already. It's, is good. Speaking of is good, have I told you that this run is strong? Have you noticed? Have you thought about it? Or are you just vibing here with me? This is a nice, clean Zen day. I need one of these. It's been a tough week, man. It's been a tough week. Armor, minus some damage. Sure, I'll take it once. Speed up on them actually could be one of the bigger issues for us, so I'm not going to bother. Sharp Bullet is a... Oh, it's a good thing. Wait, we don't have any piercing. Improved Tools is attack speed up. Fine. 10 speed up. Sounds great. I don't know if we need more range up than we have. We'll see. It's like, are we always firing? If the answer is... Well, we're not always firing because there's not always enemies, I guess, but... If there are enemies on the screen, are we firing? Pretty much. So therefore, we probably don't really need more range. I think we're probably fine there, but... Especially if we hang out kind of closer to the middle of the map. Then it's very unlikely that enemies are out of my range. It obviously, yeah, it obviously couldn't hurt. But is it crucial? Nah, I don't think so. I'll admit, if I wanted to have a balanced run, I should not have taken Revolver either, but I think I knew exactly what we were getting in for. take snail. We're about to boost our speed up a bunch. Medkit. We sure could. I'm not gonna. It's not bad. I'm done caring about any of that survivability nonsense. Right now, it's basically like, give me tardigrade. Okay, we kind of want to back up to get some free extra money. Oh, we killed him. Because he spawns so many enemies there, like it would be really good farming. But that's the downside of bounce. That's the one very weird downside of bounce. If you don't want to kill enemies, it's hard to not. That is truly the biggest downside of this run, is if we don't want an enemy dead. You know, that old chestnut that comes up never. Because even so, I wouldn't even go on record saying it would be a good idea to farm that guy right now, because his attacks are probably one of the only things that could kill me. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. That's probably worth it. Sure. More damage. Tentacle good. It's also like moves forward our damage at the same time. These are good, but it's also kind of too late to care about them. Oh my lord. Wheat on this wave. We need to get to 60 for another bounce. So I'll say yes, just because I don't know if I will for sure find another 2 range damage. So that's literally the only reason. Just because that threshold of 60 is such a relevant number. And we're almost there. If we can have 60 on wave 19, like, I think it'll be relevant. Are we overpowered? Are we not going to have any issues? Yeah, I mean, I know that we're not going to have any issues, but like, wow, that was like my first hit of the run, I think. I was busy thinking about what I was even trying to say. Wave 19. Yeah, wave 19 is a little bit spooky. Is it a lot spooky? No, but on a normal run, it's pretty spooky, you know? So having extra bounces, I'm sure there's going to be enemies for those bounces, is kind of what I'm getting at. There will be a use for the bounces. We'll have 4 free bounces. They will hit targets, is what I'm getting at. I'll get a gentle alien, I'll get a coffee. We saw how much we take. Okay, well, there we go. We found that anyways, but let's get stupid with it. All right. So yeah, we got up to 70. No, 72 is our attack speed. We got up to to 63. That's, we're not that far ahead. Could we do a standstill kill theoretically? Do I like doing it? No, I am bored by it. That was fun for while it lasted. I'm going to move on. I'm sure we could. I'm sure we could. I just don't really feel like it though. I'll give it a 10-second test. 10-second test. I'd be shocked if I didn't. There we go. There's our 10-second test. I think it's safe to say on this wave we could stand still the whole time if we wanted. But I want the money. And my movement speed isn't that high and my pickup range isn't that high, so like we actually have to go and grab it. Especially because we have the bounces, so like the money is scattered across the entire map. That's a slight downside of the builds like that. Sure, I'll just grab it so we can guarantee even if we get hit, we're fine. Same deal there. That helps us actually dodge. Sure. Slap it on there. Can we like get something else before we go? Nope. Okay. All right. What do we not get? We found, it's weird how quickly we found so many revolvers, but then we never found the other ones. It's like we rushed our way to epics, but then we like crawled our way to legendaries. I thought for sure that was going to be a full legendary revolver run, which is really the only downside I could say about the run is like, oh, shoot, I got really lucky early and then it kind of stopped. But that's like, that means nothing. This character's busted, of course. You know, pretty much all of these are going to be. But alas, I think that's going to do it here for today, and probably do it here for the some serious work mod at this point. So I'll probably be taking a look to see if we can find another mod at this point. Because I'm not entirely sure what. If I don't think I'm gonna move on because I don't even know what the hell I would replace this with at this point. I'm kind of like I'm searching, I'm scrounging, trying to figure out what you guys will actually be interested in watching. So I think we'll keep on going for this for now, because you guys do still seem to be excited about it. As long as I can find another mod or something that's interesting. Maybe I'll get to work on the Tainted Character mod. I don't know. I don't have a whole lot of free time, so we shall see. Thank you for watching, though. Check out the channel. Roguelike more every single day. If this is a series you'd be sad to see leave, if you'd be sad to see it go, you gotta let me know in the form of a comment down below. Thank you for watching. Check out the channel for Roguelike more every single day, and I will see you next time. Bye.